What is going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome back to Paul's Wrath. My name is JD, and today we're continuing with our series figure the best grass-type Pokemon is in Generation 1. Last week we played through with Victory Bell. I recommend you go check that out. Today we're playing with Venusaur. Venusaur is known as a seed Pokemon. Its stats are pretty good. HP is 80, attack is 82, defense is 83, special is 100, and speed is 80. It's got the best stat distribution of all the grass types in my opinion. Let's go on to its weakness, which is its level up move pool. Level up move pool is not very good with this Pokemon. Tackle, Growl, Leech Seed, and Vine Whip is what we start the game with. When you compare this to Victory Bell and Vileplume, it's not a good moveset. When you compare this to Tangela and Exeggutor, it's a decent moveset. Because Venusaur does not get a really top-tier grass move like Vileplume and Victory Bell. Vine Whip is its best move to start the game. 35 base power, 53 with stab, 100% accurate, but it's only at 10 power points. So even using this, you're going to have to go back and heal to replenish your power points a lot. And here's the thing. In the early game, there's a lot of grass and flying type bug and flying type Pokemon. This move is not as effective as other moves could be. When you compare this to what Vileplume and Victory Bell have, Vileplume has a 70 base powered Petal Dance, and Victory Bell starts with Razor Leaf. We get Razor Leaf eventually with this Pokemon, but not to level 30. So we have a huge disadvantage compared to those two Pokemon. And then when you look at its other moves, Tackle is not great, and it's not going to one-shot anything, so you're going to constantly have to attack and then heal and go back and replenish power points. It's only 35 base power. It even has a 95% accuracy rather than 90, so it can miss. Then you have Leech Seed as well, which is a slow grinding process of whittling down the opposition's health, and it's just not conducive with a speed run. If it was just like trying to beat the game, yeah, it'll solidly beat the game, no problem, but we're trying to beat this game as fast as we can, and with these moves we can't do that. And then Growl is completely inoperable. When you compare that to Victory Bell and Vileplume, they both have Acid, and they both have better grass moves. And here's one more kicker. They also start the game with Sleep Powder, whereas this Pokemon doesn't get Sleep Powder until level 55. We will level up our moves and get better throughout the game. We do get Razor Leaf at level 30, and like I said, Sleep Powder level 55. But by then, like when you compare that to Vileplume and Victory Bell, they can actually use Sleep Powder right from the jump. They go into a battle that they don't have anything good against. At the very least, they can put the Pokemon to sleep and then start whittling down its health, whereas we can't do that until level 55. That's the problem with this Pokemon. This does not have a great level of move pool. We do have good moves, but they're not early in the game. They're mid to late, which is going to affect this Pokemon's time. Let's move on to the TM moveset. It's all the same with Victory Bell, Vileplume, and Venusaur. Swords Dance is a move every one of these Pokemon can get. It's a move that ups your attack stat by 2 stages. Body Slam is a great move that pairs with it. This will replace Tackle for this Pokemon. So this Pokemon does get an upgrade to Tackle. It's just it takes about a third of the game to do so. Hyper Beam and Double Edge probably going to be used. Mega Drain could be used. Solar Beam will not. And then Mimic will definitely be used. It's a specific time when Mimic will be used, and that's usually against Agatha to knock her out and use a Ghost move against her. Maybe Rest, but not any other moves on this list will be used. So this Pokemon's very limited. It does have the appropriate moves to get through the game, but it does not have the appropriate moves to get through any speedrun fashion. So without further ado, let's dive into this Pokemon. We're going to face our first battle in the game. That's against our rival. Our rival's name is the Like and Sub as per tradition. So make sure you like and sub. We gave him a Charmander because we're a grass type, it's a fire type, and we named our Pokemon Bud. So as you can see, Tackle, it's just going to whittle down the Pokemon. It actually probably get close. He could probably crit there if we missed and maybe beat us, so it's not great. But we do beat our rival, and that's going to lead us right into the Bug Forest, and we're going to go ahead and go over some things real quick. I accidentally left the bonk counter up here. I don't know if you know what bonks are, but that's anytime you run into the walls because we are playing at 4 times speed. So I left that on there accidentally. We are a grass poison type, so we cannot get poisoned. In going into this forest, I actually grabbed the antidote that's attached to a tree. We don't need that. We can't get poisoned with this Pokemon, so not useful. And we're in the medium slow growth rate, which means we're going to level up pretty decently. Not great, but pretty decently. We'll get levels as they come. And really in the Bug Forest, this is where, like I said, Vine Whip is completely inoperable because it's resisted. Look how much power it is. It's 13 power right now. It is a stab move that is relocated to being 13 power. So Tackle is our go-to, and Tackle's not doing bad. Like I said, it's not going to do horrible, and we're too powerful for Pokemon to really take any real problems here or like any real damage. It just takes time. It just takes time to whittle it down. And unlike Vileplume and Victory Bell, we're not going to be able to go right for our second rival battle. We have to fight these bugs and then backtrack. And yeah, I have not played Vileplume yet, but I just know we have Sleep Powder, so it's definitely going to be the strategy I use right away because we can put that Pidgey to sleep and utilize Sleep Powder and knock it out. So now we're going to face our second rival. It's going to come out with a Pidgey, so this battle becomes problematic if he uses too many sand attacks. So there's one sand attack already. We've already missed, and it ends up being a 4-shot with 2 missed tackles, 3 missed tackles, 4 missed tackles, and we get the knockout. Now we have 17 health left. So now we're going to try to whittle down the Charmander. We get a critical hit, which is good. We are level 11, so we should knock this out. This could have gone bad. A couple more sand attacks or a couple more misses. That could have been a bad result, and we could have got a reset. In the end, we ended up getting the win, and now we're going to face the Diglett. Diglett is going to go down to 2 Vine Whips. It actually doesn't have bad special, so it resists. It actually tanks the first Vine Whip, and Sandshrew just tanks the Vine Whip as well. We are not going to heal or anything. We're going to go right into our Brock battle, and Brock's going to come out with a Geodude and an Onix. Wakanda forever! And now Vine Whip will take out the Geodude, very good. And Vine Whip will take out the Onix as well, very good. 1 shot each, and we beat Brock, and we're going to move on to Mount Moon. Now, Mount Moon, there's not really a lot of things here we can do. There's not a move we can add. There's nothing like that. We just go through and maybe pick a battle here and there to get some experience. I think we battled the Hiker in here that had like 3 Pokemon. Basically, Brock 2.0, he has 2 Geodudes and an Onix. And the Super Duper Nerd is going to go down to a couple tackles. We got 1 more tackle to knock out this Coughing. Yep, there we go. So we beat the Super Duper Nerd. We grabbed the Dome Fossil. All hail the Dome Fossil. And that led us right into Misty's Gym. Misty's Gym is going to be a gym that's pretty easy. We got Vine Whip. We're probably a little bit over leveled. So if you look at the levels, yep, we're about 4 levels higher than this trainer. And Shelter's going to come out 4 levels higher than him as well. Now we're going to move on to this Goldeen. This Goldeen can get scary because Goldeen has Peck and we are weak to flying moves. And it also has Supersonic. So if it were to outspeed, or right there, if it had gone for Supersonic, we can be confused and it could go south. But without even healing, we're right into the Misty battle. Shisung comes out with a Staryu. Staryu will go down to, is it 1 Vine Whip? Nope, 2 Vine Whip. See, this is with Razor Leaf or Petal Dance, that's a 1-shot. Vine Whip will be a 3-shot on the Starmie. It's weak to us and still a 3-shot. That's insane. But we get the knockout nonetheless. We beat Misty. We get the badge. And I made a mistake here. I should not have learned Poison Powder. I should have kept Leech Seed because Leech Seed could definitely help in the next battle we're going to have. But, you know, you live and you learn, and I'll in the optimized playthrough, whenever I go back and replay this and try to make it better, I'll definitely make that change. But now we're going to face our 3rd rival battle on Nugget Bridge, and it comes out with a Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto's going to come down. He's going to sand attack us, which is awesome. We're trying to poison him so he can have a little bit of health, whittle him down. Now, what I needed here is to do Leech Seed, because I could definitely replenish my health on the next Pokemon, which is Abra. I could Leech Seed Abra and then replenish my health, get the full health, and then finish off the last 2 Pokemon with full health. But we get a 1-shot anyway. We're level 23. We have 29 hit points. We Vine Whip does 1-shot the Rattata. That's good. Tackle looks like it'll be about 3-shot. So like I said, this can go bad. We did get sand attacks. We could have missed there, and this could have gone bad for us. But we do get the win and move right onto the SSN, where we get a huge move upgrade. This upgrade is going to come at the expense of knocking out this, I think it's a junior trainer. Yep, no, it's a youngster. He's going to have a Nidoran male, and we're going to Vine Whip. And Vine Whip doesn't do anything because it's resisted. A lot of poison type Pokemon as well. There's a lot of resistances when it comes to the grass type moves. So we're going to get Body Slam. We're going to face our 4th rival battle on the SSN. He's going to come out with a Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto's going to go down to, is it 1 Body Slam or is it 2? I think it's 1. Yep, 1 Body Slam. Critical hit. Don't know if that mattered. Don't think it did. We knock out the Eradicate, knock out the Kadabra, and the last Pokemon, Charmeleon, we will knock out as well with 2 hits. We do get burned, but it doesn't matter. We had the health so low, it doesn't matter if our attacks cut in half or not. We still get the win, and that leads us right into Lieutenant Surge. Now, Lieutenant Surge, we resist his electric moves, so this should be a pretty much an easy battle. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. Body Slam on the Voltorb, very good. Body Slam on the Pikachu, very good. Quick Attack tickled us a little bit. We're going to get hit by an X-Speed. Thunderbolt doesn't do anything. We do get paralyzed. That could have been bad. However, we still get the pretty easy win over Lieutenant Surge. And that leads us right into our battle in Rock Tunnel against Boomer. This is a pretty much a foregone conclusion. We have now added Razor Leaf. So Vine Whip will still 1-shot all of his Pokemon. Critical hit, don't think it mattered. But Vine Whip will 1-shot the Geodude and 1-shot the last Graveler. And we win and move right on to Celadon City. Now that we're in Celadon City, we're going to go ahead and take on the Rocket Game Corner, which is a mistake. I should have gone for Erica's gym. My thought process was Erica's got sleep powder. She's going to put me to sleep, and if the battle I could lose. So I didn't want to chance it. However, I'm a grass type, so it's just going to spam out poison powder. That's my mistake. In the next playthrough I do, that'll be a little bit of a time save. But now we're going to move on to Giovanni number 1. Wanavani. Onyx comes out. Razor Leaf is a 1-shot on the Onyx. Razor Leaf is a 1-shot on the Rhyhorn. And the Kangaskhan comes out. Is it a one-shot with Razor Leaf? It is a one-shot, so very good. Very easy win over Giovanni. We're going to go ahead and grab the Silph Scope, Super Potion, and now we're going to go right into Pokemon Tower. We're going to face our 5th rival battle. He's going to come out with a Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto's going to go down to, is it 1 Body Slam or 2? 1? Is it 1? It is 1. Critical hit, don't think it mattered, but might have. Hypnosis puts us to sleep, so this is going to draw out this battle just a little bit. All it has that damages with is Barrage. Not a big deal. We just got to, power through it, and this is going to be a 6-turn sleep. It is going to be a 6-turn sleep. So we wake up, and now we can actually do Tackle, knock it out. Gyarados comes out, Body Slam, or Razor Leaf. That Razor Leaf is better. Critical hit, knocked it out, very good. Kadabra comes out, Body Slam on the Kadabra. And then Charmeleon comes out one shot with Body Slam as well on the Charmeleon. Now, I will let you know that it is actually pretty difficult to go through Pokemon Tower with Grass types because Grass type moves are resisted because all the Ghost types are Poison type as well. And here's where I made another mistake. Is I picked up Swords Dance, which is not the mistake, but the mistake is going for this battle. We have not beaten Koga yet, and by beating Koga, we get a boost to our speed. Every time we do Swords Dance, we actually up our speed stat if we've beaten Koga first. But we have not beaten Koga first, so we're going to try this battle one more time. But we get our first reset based on our 6th rival battle in Silphco. 2 Wing Attack, as long as it doesn't do more damage. And we got more damage going into this with this battle now than we did last time. Body Slam 1-shots to execute. Body Slam 1-shots to Gyarados. Alakazam comes out. We do not outspeed. It knocks us out. So we're going to go ahead and face Erica. Like I said, we should have done this first. We'd be a higher level going into that battle. However, he's just going to spam out. She's just going to spam out Poison Powder. The Poison Powders, 1, 2, 3, get set up. Body Slam's a 1-shot. Body Slam's a 1-shot on the Tangela. Is it 1-shot on the Vileplume? I think it is. It is not, but we get the 2-shot. And like I said, all he does is go for Poison Powder. So I should have known that about the AI. And now we're going to face Koga. Koga kind of have a similar situation. Now, there can be problems here because Koga can go for Smog. It can go for Smokescreen. It can go for Sludge. We're weak to it. But we get fully set up and we should be able to sweep now. We get a critical hit, means we don't knock out the Muck. It skips over all of our stat modifications when you critical hit. And then Weezing comes out and it's a 1-shot as well. Pretty easy win, but it could have been bad. Now this is where Vileplume and Victory Bell have an advantage. They have Sleep Powder. They can put sleep and then set up and then sweep without any kind of impunity. And now we're going to face Blaine. Blaine is the Fire Gym leader. We're going to go ahead and set up. And Growlithe's is going to go for Agility. That's all he's going to do because Agility is seen as a psychic move. So it's good AI, quote unquote, is just going to do Agility. So we get fully set up. 1-shot the Ponyta, the Rapidash, and the Arcanine. Very easy win over the Fire type gym leader. He really should be the most difficult, but we get the win nonetheless. And we're going to move right back into our battle against our rival in Silphco. We got 2 resets from him before. Let's see if we can actually get the win this time. Pidgeot comes out. We're going to go for Swords Dance. We're going to get set up. We have higher stats now, so we're not taking as much damage. So we were down to like 17 and then 47 hit points when we fought the first 2 times. This time we're at 97, way more hit points. So even if we don't outspeed Alakazam, I'm pretty sure we can take a Psybeam. We can also tank an Ember from Charizard. Now we have an opportunity to learn Growth here. It's not useful. It would be useful if we did that Swords Dance, but nonetheless, we don't need to learn it. And so we get the win, and now we're moving right into Giovanni number 2 to Avani. And he's going to come in with a Nidorino. Nidorino is going to give us a chance to set up. We can't get poisoned, so Horn Attack's all it can do. It's not going to do that much damage. And now we're going to go ahead and go for Body Slam, and we're going to sweep this entire team. Kangaskhan goes down to 1 Razor Leaf as well. Rhyhorn's going to go down to 1 Razor Leaf. And we're going to switch back to Body Slam to finish off the Nidoqueen. Body Slam, oh, not a 1-shot, but a critical hit. That's why it wasn't a 1-shot. But we get the win over Giovanni. And we're going to move right on to Sabrina. Sabrina and her whip. And Sabrina's going to come out with a Kadabra. Now, this is another battle that if we definitely don't want to face this until we beat Koga. Because being able to set up is going to give us the opportunity to outspeed not only the Kadabra, it's going to let us outspeed the Alakazam. So 1-shot on the Kadabra. We also don't want to level up, which is what we're doing right now. We still outspeed because we're higher level. We're level 45. So our speed is 122. Alakazam's speed is 115. So we do outspeed. We get the win and move right on to our final gym leader, Giovanni number 3, Avani, the ground specialist, gym number 8. And we're going to go ahead and face him. And we're going to get set up. We don't need to get set up. Technically, we don't need to get set up, but we probably should have set up just because the poison Nidoqueen and Nidoking don't get a lot of damage from Razor Leaf. It makes it a 2-shot, and not that anything could really happen, but it could be possibilities. You just never know. And now our final Pokemon is Rhydon, and we're going to knock out Rhydon with Razor Leaf. It crits, as usual, as per tradition. And we beat Giovanni, and we're going to move right on to our path to the Elite Four. But first, we got to face our final rival battle for the Elite Four. The penultimate rival battle might be a better way to put it. And that he's going to come out with a Pidgeot. We do not have Sleep Powder yet. Sleep Powder would be great here because you just put the Pidgeot to sleep and then set up. But we get fully set up. We still have more than half health. One shot on the Pidgeot, one shot on the Rhyhorn, one shot on the Execute. We don't want a critical hit. That seems to be bad. That seems to be a lot of battles. We critical hit and we don't get the full one shot. We knock out the Alakazam. And we should not outspeed the Charizard. We do get the win and move right into the Elite Four. Now, before we go into the Elite Four, we're going to look at our stats and our moves really quick. But first off, our stats are as follows. Wow, I caught that right in the middle. I've never seen that before. The transition. I'm just going to give you the stats in the bottom left corner. HP is 215. Attack is 169. Defense is 171. Speed is 166. And special is 194. I didn't go over this before. We do critical hit at 15.63%. And let's go ahead and look at the move pool for this Pokemon. Body Slam, Razor Leaf, Swords Dance, and Sleep Powder. We will change up this moveset. Mimic will come in handy, and we'll also have access to Hyper Beam and maybe Mega Drain. Go ahead and move on to our battle against Lorelei. Lorelei is the Ice Specialist, and she's going to lead out with a Dugong Gong Gong. Dugong Gong Gong is going to give us the opportunity to put it to sleep. Swords Dance. Dugong likes to go to sleep anyway. It always likes to go for rest in the middle of a battle. So we get the first one shot on the Dugong, one shot on the Cloyster. Slowbro comes out. We'll go for Razor Leaf on the Slowbro. Very good. Jinx comes out. Body Slam on the Jinx. And then Lapras comes out. Do we one shot? We do not. This is where critical hit screws us. And we get frozen. And in Generation 1, you don't unthaw yourself. You're done. You have to restart the battle. So we take a loss to Lorelei. A trainer we like an advantage against in this case. I mean, it is Ice type. However, we are Grass type, and a lot of our Pokemon are Grass, water or something of some sort. So we're going to go ahead and set up again, do the same thing, and we're going to go ahead and try this one more time. Body Slam. These stupid critical hits are really screwing over this Pokemon. I expect it on Razor Leaf because the move is designed to critical hit all the time. However, like I don't want a critical hit on Pokemon. We want a one-shot. Like we don't want to get frozen. That's just annoying. But we beat Lorelei nonetheless, and now we're facing Bruno. Bruno's not going to be a problem because Onix isn't going to be able to do anything to us. We're going to go for Swords Dance 1, Swords Dance 2, and Swords Dance 3. We're going to go for Razor Leaf. We won too many Swords Dances there. Razor Leaf on the Onix. We did miss one, however, we get the knockout. Then we go for Body Slam on the Hitmonchan. Body Slam on the Hitmonlee. We did level up, but I don't care about the speed. We already outspeed all these Pokemon, so I'm not worried too much about going first. And then Machamp comes out, Body Slam on the Machamp, unless we critical hit. Nope, we don't critical hit, so we get the knockout over Bruno. And that leads us right into Agatha. Now, Agatha is where we made a change. We got rid of Body Slam and added in Mimic. But the goal here is we're going to put Gengar to sleep, and we're going to go ahead and put Golbat to sleep now. And we're going to go ahead and set up. Now, here's where we might have made a mistake. Okay, we didn't. We made this mistake in Victory Bell, which I think was our only reset with Victory Bell, is we accidentally went for Mimic on the Golbat. And we want to mimic a move off of Gengar, not Golbat. I still could have mimicked like Wing Attack and probably could have done pretty well in hindsight. But we get the knockout over Golbat. Gengar comes back out still asleep. We're going to go ahead and mimic Dream Eater. Dream Eater will one-shot the Gengar. So now here's the tricky part. We do have to put all these Pokemon to sleep before we can use these moves. But Dream Eater one-shots the Haunter. Very good. Arbok comes out. We're going to go for Sleep Powder on the Arbok. And we can Sleep Powder on the Gengar. And we're going to go ahead and go for Dream Eater as soon as we get this Pokemon put to sleep. Come on, we're running out of... We got 5 power points left for Sleep Powder. Dream Eater on the Gengar, not a one-shot. We get close, though. Get the knockout on the Arbok, and we get the knockout on the Gengar. So a longer battle than anticipated, but we won the battle nonetheless. And so now we're going to keep Mimic on our moveset, and we're going to go right into our battle against Lance, the Dragon Master. The 4th member of the Elite Four, he's going to lead out with a Gyarados. Gyarados comes out. We're going to go ahead and set up on Gyarados. Going to put him to sleep. Very good. Swords Dance 1, Swords Dance 2, Swords Dance 3. He did leer us. I actually missed the leer. I don't know how you miss a 100% accurate move, but, you know, Lance, you seem to find a way, buddy. Well, Hyper Beam on the Gyarados. Very good. Hyper Beam on the Dragonair. Very good. We probably could go for Razor Leaf and probably still get the knockout even with a crit. But we're going to one-shot the Aerodactyl. So I have one Pokemon left. That is the Dragonite. It's a one-shot. Very good. Clean sweep over Lance and his Dragon Pokemon. And we're going to move right into our final battle, the rival who's the champion. And we're going to go ahead and face him. Pidgeot comes out. Pidgeot is going to be put to sleep by Sleep Powder. We're going to set up Swords Dance 1. And Put him back to sleep. We don't want that have what happened against Victory Bell, where Victory Bell got hit by what's it called, Sky Attack, and then we end up having to take a reset against the champion. Sleep Powder on the Alakazam. I don't know why we're putting him to sleep. I think we're mimicking something. That's what it is. We're mimicking a move. We're mimicking Psychic. We probably should have mimicked just something else, but it is what it is. We'll take it. One shot, and we're going to go for Psychic on the Ride On. Very good. Executor comes out. We're going to go for Hyper Beam. Very good. Gyarados comes out. We got 2 Pokemon left. Gyarados and Charizard. They both going to be one-shots with Hyper Beam. I believe they are. Fire Blast hits us. Whew, we don't want to get hit by that too much. And we didn't get a burn, so that's good. We do get the win over our rival, 46 minutes and 49 seconds. So we're just getting out of time in the Elite Four. And we're going to go ahead and pause it right there. Beat this game 46 minutes and 49 seconds. Not a bad time. 3 resets at level 66. That isn't horrible. However, there is definitely room for improvement. Before we talk about the improvement we're going to do, let's go and look at the tier list. Landing in at 46 minutes and 49 seconds, that puts Venusaur right here in the A tier. Still gets a pretty good time. I'm not going to sit here and bash Venusaur too much. There are some massive downsides to this Pokemon. Do not get me wrong. Don't misconstrue my words. I'm not going to sit here and say this Pokemon is great by any stretch, but it is not a bad Pokemon by any stretch. I mean, it outdid pretty much all the electric types except for like one. Not too bad. It's in the A tier, and I'm very confident with the things I talked about in the playthrough. You know, doing Erica first and not screwing around with our rival and just making sure we beat Koga and stuff before we face our rival in Silphco. That'll save us a lot of time. So I'm very confident I can get this under 45 minutes. The real question I have is, can I potentially get this under 40 minutes? I feel like Victory Bell can definitely be under 40 minutes. We had a couple resets that added up, and kind of the same issue with Venusaur Victory Bell had, where we should have faced Erica first. We actually have Acid, which will actually help with that. I can actually put Erica's Pokemon to sleep as well because of Sleep Powder. So it's much more advantageous for Victory Bell to go for Erica than it is for Venusaur. But I think both of them can both do that. Now, next week I have a playthrough with Vileplume, and these really are the 3 heavy hitters for the Grass type, is Victory Bell, Vileplume, and Venusaur. Venusaur, like I said, locked in with a pretty good time. It's right up there in the A tier. I highly anticipate this Pokemon being able to move up and be in the S tier at least, maybe the SS tier. And there's a couple Pokemon that I think are coming up that are going to, give a run for the SS tier as well. I know Vileplume is going to actually, now that I think of it, I did my ranking where I thought Victory Bell, then Venusaur, then Vileplume, then Tangela, then Executor. I think Vileplume is going to actually outdo Venusaur, at least in the first playthrough. Maybe getting it optimized, maybe I'll find a way to do better. However, in the first playthrough, I'm very confident Vileplume is going to be somewhere between Venusaur and Victory Bell. So I think it'll land in the S tier, but it's going to be like near the end of the S tier. And I don't think it's going to be over 45 minutes, so I don't think it's going to be in the A tier. I think it's going to be in the S tier somewhere. But that's a video for next week. If you were looking for a video on Wednesday, I did not do a video this Wednesday because I was trying to do a playthrough of Generation 2, and everything in that playthrough just fell off the rails. I was trying to do a playthrough with Pineco, and Evolves in the Fortress, but everything went wrong. My daughter woke up, so I had to pause it. I went back and continued playing and forgot to record it. Then another time I did it, and I went back to the save state, and then I didn't start the timer. Everything just went wrong, so I'm trying to do that this week. We'll see how that goes. Also, some overlay updates are coming because Scott from Scott's Thoughts, he released his an updated overlay for Generations 1 and 2. So I think I'm going to try to implement those. They're a little bit wonky, so I got to kind of get them figured out. But I'm confident we'll get it figured out, and I'm going to be happy with the results whenever we do. And I think you'll be happy too. It's a little bit cleaner, it's a little bit different, it's a little bit different look, so it's definitely an upgrade, and I'm excited to use that. But other than that, this is my video. I will do a video on Wednesday. I don't know if it's going to be a what if, or if it's going to be a playthrough of Generation 2. I have not decided that yet. But next Friday, tune in because we're going to play through with Vileplume. And after playing through with Venusaur, and this is why we play them the way we play them, is Vileplume gets the advantage of seeing where Victory Bell and where Venusaur struggled. So we're going to know to go for Erica right away. We're going to know not to screw around and go for Rocket Game Corner and all that other stuff. That's the advantage that Vileplume is going to get. But let me just think in the comment section down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on this channel. If you made it to the end, that's great. It actually helps out the YouTube algorithm if you watch all the way to the end. If you made it to the end, comment down below your favorite Pokemon. And other than that, I'll see you guys next week.